Welcome back to another Alliance War video. So this one here is going to have two wars in it. It's going to be war number 7 and war number 8 for season 30. So war number 7 here, we're coming up against XK9. They're an alliance that we know a couple of the members of. We always have a good laugh and a bit of banter about us. So it was a close war. They were doing really well in the season, obviously, so were we. I already spoke to the officers in advance. Sadly, on this day, due to life commitments, we'll call them, I was at a wedding, so I couldn't really do much about the war. So I spoke to them and said, "Look, I'm not going to have good signal. Got to go to this wedding. Like, life's just what it is, sort of thing. I'm really sorry if you can give me a few less fights. I'd really appreciate it for this war." So, as you can see here, I'm just moving up to give their guys energy in Section 1 because I'm not doing any fights. So I'm trying to back out as quick as I can there. And Section 1 gets done. Coming to Section 2 here. So I'm giving Path 7 to deal with this Penny Parker, to the Nick Fury, and then the Mojo shared fight. And then Odin's just there for a pre-fight on the Guardian that's on the Safeguard node to reduce his shock damage. But I'm going to boost up pretty strong. This was very, very early in the morning. I had my eyes open for about 5 minutes or so by this point. And yeah, I just thinking, right, the war is very, very close at this point. And they've cleared the map. I think they died 3 times and we were on one death by this point, I think. So the pressure was now on us to perform. We come across this, again, Path 7, Penny Parker. Most people who watch the videos for a while know that I do this fight quite often. The main thing to worry about at the start is that Penny Parker's reach doesn't quite interact very well with Quake for the start of this fight. But once you can get a set of the aftershocks off and the concussion kicks in, you can Dex to get the precision buff, and then Spike will never occur because of the concussion. And you can just do the fight like that. So that's pretty much what happens. Obviously, I always speed up the Quake fights because as a few people keep telling me, and I see on other comments, it's no longer like 2019. People don't really care for Quake fights anymore. And yeah, so we're just getting the fight down. She still bypasses obviously a lot. It's only a time, hopefully, before Kabam bring her out as a 6-star, but we'll never know. I think there's only like 8 champions now. I'm sure it's less than 10 that aren't a 6-star option yet. So we've got this Nick Fury here. I was just checking the sig levels to see how quickly the second life would drop, because it wasn't on the profile of the person. So here I messed up, tried to parry at the start but missed it, so I ended up taking a few block hits and then just kind of like took a few steps back to reset while I was doing the heavy attack. But kinetic transference on this aspect of evolution, so Nick Fury's the main thing you're going to want to do. Obviously I still have the invuln on, but I'm going to want to push them to special 2 and bait that. And that's pretty much how the fight goes. So I'm going to start off just trying to get the first life down, and then prepare for the second one. As you can see here, if he throws a special 1, it's pretty much a guaranteed for special 2 back again. Just from the blocked hits, unless you take it to the face. So here, just give myself some distance, get ready to do another parry. And yeah, we're getting close now to the point of his decoy running out. I hit him a few times because I wanted to try and do the trick to get out of the fight earlier, but I mistimed the trick, so as you can see slightly there. With Archangel, if you throw a special 3 just as the decoy runs out and a certain symbol appears under his name, it'll instantly give him another neurotoxin and stop him regenning. So as you can see there, it didn't let him go back to 100, it just kept him at 40%. And now I can just take a few blocked hits, get back to a special 2, get my opening, and then start attacking them again. Because they're going to gain more power now, it's going to be quicker to be able to push them to the special 2 each time. Get a nice little intercept there. And now he's just down to the last 2%, so I'm just trying to get this fight done safely. This is where Nick's the most dangerous. Just 1 or 2 hits from him here and you're dead. There's no way you're surviving it. So that's Nick Fury done. Nice and easy, and then there's just this Mojo now. So again, because of the indestructible, most people used to do them with Ghost. I've seen a few people use Archangel, a few people use the new Spider-Man. But we tend to just send Quake So I'll put another invuln on just because I don't want it to be any of my deaths that cost us the war, because I'm trying to get ready for going out to a wedding all day. So yeah, we're going through this fight here, as you can see. I'll speed it up as per normal, but it's just pretty simple. Don't take blocked hits. Hope the RNG is on your side or in your favor. It doesn't start gaining loads of prompts to gain loads of power all the time, and then just get through the fight. So as you can see here, he is going down. I've started boosting a bit bigger now, because at this point we have a 1 war win lead over everybody else that was below us, because we were in first place. So we've just I'm just trying to make sure that we can get through it and try and keep that hopefully till the end of the season. But then we're coming through to the end of the fight here, and we're done. So I've done my fight, so admittedly there was only a few, not very important ones, no deaths, which is all that matters. But as you're going to see here, sadly, it ended up being a tie, I think it was, or maybe even a loss in the end. I can't quite remember. But they beat us on time anyway, even if it was a tie, so we lost. So great job to XK9. That takes away the free war win that we had over people. And now we've just matched up against AGT Diamond. This is the war that's currently going on now, so war number 8. I've done all my fights, so I'm just trying to get this video out, just to have the video out. You can see there my units have taken a massive hit. I did spend quite heavily units-wise in the cyber deals. I think the main deal that I didn't buy was just the 1 to 2 gem offer, but I'm potentially thinking about doing that now. And then just grinding the units back up. But assignments here, so I've got, I think it's 5, 6, maybe even 7 fights, including a couple mini bosses in this war. So Doctor Doom, Magic, and Magneto. Magneto is purposely just for one fight, but we had friends over, so my commitment, to be honest, this weekend especially has been very, very poor. So we're coming in here now. We joined in the night before when I was out with friends. We were out at a meal, so I just joined quick. And we're going to jump in now, use some 6-hour boost, just because my energy won't take me all the way to the mini bosses now on its own enough. So it's going to be maybe another hour or so in between doing a couple of the fights. And yeah, so we're going to just use the attack and the champion boost here. I've got loads of the health boosts in overflow. I also have like 1100 of the solo crystal things that you can get the boost from, so I'm pretty content on them. I did end up spending 1300 units the other day on some of the 6-hour war boosts. Oh no, it wasn't the 6-hour one, sorry, it was just the normal 30%, because I've been using a couple of them recently, just to try and get us a chance for a better push of war champs. We missed out a couple of seasons ago when there was unfortunately a little bit of controversy around 2 of the wars, but sadly, and well, not sadly, but it seems to be a lot better this season, although I think there's some controversy that's just gone off in this war. Here, it shows that I didn't really pay much attention to the nodes on this. I forgot I was going to be getting power drained after I just landed some attacks. Because of the node and him getting a buff, it then lowers my power. So I went to go throw a special free to try and get Hyperion in the Doom cycle. And yeah, lost my... forgot about it. Realised as soon as I threw the special too, I was like, wait, why did that happen? Twigged. And yeah, so now we're just going to actually play it smart, as if you were when you were fighting the last section of Kang in 7.3. As soon as you do your final hit and you hit the red bar, you press it straight away. You don't even think about hesitating. It takes Hyperion down to 3%, and then you can just finish him with a couple of medium attacks. And then we move up to Warlock here. So this is the only fight that I was tasked to use Magneto with. The assignment was originally something else, but I mentioned to them that he was only a rank 4 5-star. They didn't realise, which is it's an easy mistake to do. So I just thought I'll use him here. The other suggestion we had was Magneto, just because this Warlock wasn't duped as well, so I'm not going to be degenning at all. it's quite an easier placement, and I'm surprised most people do it. Most people would use Venom, which is the 5-star that I was asked to use originally, but again, I've always been waiting for the 6-star just in case I can get him, because I would rather take the 6-star to rank 3 rather than rank 5 in the 5-star. I don't really think his dupe does anything, so it's not like I need to wait for that either to be able to rank 3 them. And yeah, so Magneto gets his fight pretty easily. Again, I wouldn't advise this if the Warlock was duped, just because you're going to be losing a lot of health. But yeah, with Venom, and I think maybe even Venom Pool. And actually, I wonder if Terax would work, because he can't be drained by metal champions. But either way, this Warlock here, it's not a tough fight. I just like bait the special 2s all the time. Because of his ability accuracy reduction, he's not putting the armor breaks on me, which is nice. So I don't need to worry about that. And just normal attacks to get them down. So that was like a minute and a half for that fight. And then I do the next fight here, which is again on path 8 in section 2. So I'm just moving up now, as you can see. Going to move up to this Venom now. And I back out for a second. I was going to, then it still put me in. I had a look and I was like, I don't have my invulnerability boost anymore. That expired halfway through the Warlock fight. I was just looking at the nodes, because most people put Venom on Rich Get Richer. And yeah, so I normally just think, right, I'll get him to a special 3, then put him in the Doom Cycle. In War, sometimes I tend to like to use an indestructible boost, just to make sure my options are safe and there's no chance I should really ever die. But I just decided to go for it. We're quite far ahead in the war at the moment. Against this alliance, I think the Platinum 1 maybe on the edge of Masters. I think maybe I might be doing them a little disservice there, but I haven't really looked, I'll be honest, again, because of how poor my commitment's been to the game, with having friends and people over for the weekend. I haven't really paid much attention to anything. This Venom got really annoying. He just wouldn't stop throwing special 1s, and I was just trying to get them into the Doom Cycle. In the end, I'm just like, right, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and hold block. There's no way he's going to throw a special 1 into my block. I'll just take the blocked hits, push him past the special 2, and then get the Doom Cycle going. Just because of every time I left myself open for him to dash in so I could parry in an attack, Venom just decided it was the perfect opportunity to throw special 1s at me. So slightly annoying, but it's okay. Just wasted a few seconds of time. Again, it's not really critical. The tiebreaker thing of it being purely on times, I don't know. It's a hit and miss with a lot of people. I don't really know what good system there is to solve a tie. But I don't feel like time is a good way. But then again, it promotes people that big boost all the way through wars, and they're very well coordinated. So again, I can kind of understand the logic of Kabam doing it that way. But things are what they are. The fact that you can, the people sometimes make mistakes because they're also rushed, because they're thinking of the time also kicks in. So that's another dynamic. But here I'm just going to pause that recording, wait till I get 2 more energy here. So I just got the extra energy that I needed to be able to do the 2 mini bosses after this fight. So here I'm going to just throw on the Mystic boost. So a few days ago these were all in the store, so I bought a couple of them in Overflow because I was doing Path 5 a lot, which had that Thing fight on it for the first fight, Path 5 in Section 1. So I was using a lot of these for Black Widow Clairvoyant, just because of how good she seems to be, especially around getting the high ground because of the special 2 and how many hits that is. And here we're going to use the advanced power boost just to get to a special 2 as soon as possible against the Storm. Storm's a little bit annoying, especially now with the high ground, just because of the fact that, yeah, she can glance a lot. Whenever she does get the high ground charges, it obviously hurts into your block. And with Magic's special 2 only being 2 hits, it doesn't really add anything to your combo meter. So for a lot of this fight, Storm is going to have the high ground. As you can see there, that's like 1500 damage just for taking a couple of blocked hits. And then we just kind of rinse and repeat the whole way through the fight. I was speaking to the officers about this before. I always thought that I needed to just parry Storm to be able to get the special 2 off and the power lock and the power drain without being glanced, but they were under the impression that it would always stick. So I just did what they asked, and as you can see, it does always stick, so now I know for the future. So it's a good job they had that knowledge, because I would have just been taking more high ground damage and blocking just to be able to throw a special 2 and to try and power lock them again. But there's nothing, once she's power locked, there's nothing really too dangerous about this fight. I actually think this King Niv person that I just beat there, I actually think I was in alliance with them quite a few seasons ago. I do recognise a couple of the names that are in here. I think it was an alliance called like Rogue Tech or something. I think it was a long time ago. But yeah, I do remember a couple of the names. And we've got this Mysterio here on the Special 1 mini-boss. So this one here, I still obviously had the advanced power boost from the Storm fight. If I can get this Mysterio done quick, I might be able to keep it for the Sorcerer on Special 2, but I'd have to be very quick with it. And we go in here, obviously it has Power Focus 1, so the power afterwards is lower. So you can either do like the reparry methods, or just bait heavy attacks and try and dodge the heavy attacks. Or just dodge your special ones, but then the fight will last for a long time. So I could have also used Magneto here, but I decided that I'd got all the Mystic boosts and whatever else on, so I was going to use Doom instead, and Doom would probably guarantee me a few more hits. If I did get whacked, it'd probably be able to survive a little bit better. But with the Hurt Locker nodes, as you can see here, I'm just trying to play it really safe to make sure I can get back to another special 3. And still keep my Fury on, get the second Fury from the cycle. And hopefully, and if I remember rightly, because it was only a couple of hours ago that I just did it, it almost kills them. I just have to throw a special 1 and then a few more hits after, I think. Now there you go, I didn't even get to the special 1, that 15k medium at the end. Came in pretty clutch with the 2 Furies. So here we're going to go into Sorcerer Supreme. She often sneak kills, especially in this tier, because of her high power gain and the way she all works. Especially if people use like Human Torches, they sometimes get hit by it. But you see there, just throwing one of the compensation health potions for War, tops magic all the way back up to full. Use another advanced power boost. Again, I have multiple lots of compensations still in the overflow to claim. I can always buy them out of the loyalty store as well. And with the high ground defender, again, just trying to watch out for my combos a little bit, but not really being too worried about it. Just trying not to take like a full combo onto the block, for example. If I can only take 1 or 2, then that's fine. If I can just keep parrying each time, especially if she hits me with it while I've got the limbo active, because obviously I'll just regen it. But it's just about keeping the fight locked down. I think here I let the power go for a second, just so I could try and drain more from the special 2 again, because the last few times I've been draining it, I didn't get much power back. And eventually we get into a pretty solid rhythm of being able to pretty much throw the special 2's consistently even. There, as you can see, the power bar sort of didn't really give me much back, and now I've got it into the cycle where I'm always going to get quite a lot of power back from them, just because the last time I drained it. So we're a minute in, they're almost, well, they're below 50% health. I'm still pretty high, and now I'm just almost continuously having special 2's after one combo, so I can always make sure that after the second combo like this, I can throw the special 2 and I'll still be very much in control of the fight. The only problem with Magic, obviously right now, is the fact that she's still only 5-star. Don't think I've seen her as a 6-star yet. I might be wrong. So her damage is a little bit lower, especially if you don't have, say, half suicides on. But yeah, she still gets the fights down. She's still pretty safe. There, I thought I was going to just block a hit and I was going to dash back, but I ended up somehow parrying it. So I don't know whether my timing was off or the game's timing was a little bit weird, I'm not sure. But we finish it with a combo there within 2 minutes. And that's my war done. So 2 wars, 1 video. Thank you very much for watching.